This is Trish Thomas Mink, and I want to start off by saying I'm a huge David Paulides fan. He writes a series of books about the unusual disappearances of people in the national parks. This tale, though, is not in a national park, but is just as fascinating. It includes one solo hiker, one creepy cave, and many adoring YouTube fans daring him to return to the scene he ran from. Tonight I'm going to tell you about missing Kenny Veach and the M Cave. Now, Kenny Veach was an experienced solo hiker, and he meandered around in the Nevada desert, and his claim to fame is when he disappeared. The video of his last post went viral on YouTube in 2014. He called the treks solo hikes, in which he meandered all over, like I said, by Nellis Air Force Base and the place we call Area 51. In this instance, he was hiking just north of Las Vegas in Sheep's Mountains, and he discovered this cave whose entrance was shaped like a capital M. As Kenny got closer to the entrance of the cave, his body began to vibrate. The closer he walked, the more it vibrated. And it was at that time that he pulled out his only line of defense, a knife. And as he made the last walk forward, he vibrated so strongly, he became frightened and he ran away from the cave. Taking his footage, he went home and put the whole thing up on YouTube. Kenny was 47 years old, and by all accounts he was a likable, decent man with a passion for hiking. In his video, he's affable and enthusiastic. He was described by a relative as a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and from what I've read about him, it seems it was true. He once picked up a rattlesnake and had to be hospitalized for a week. He never took much of supplies with him. He would be gone for days with a chocolate bar and water. He even admitted that he put his body through a lot. Once he hiked so long, his toenails turned black and fell off. The area that Kenny was hiking around was full of old mine shafts that the military had dumped barrels of chemicals in. It was about 7 miles from the testing range, so it was also very isolated. It was a place that was well known for having drug addicts come up and take residence in, and it was also a popular dumping ground for murder victims. So one of his biggest mistakes is that he went alone. The first YouTube video was received with mixed reviews. Immediately people commented that he was lying about the experiences. Others dared him to go back and get more footage. So he did, with a little water and a Ruger 9mm gun. He overlooked the cave in the second video, which got bad comments on his YouTube page, one that even suggested he kill himself. So Kenny went back again, inviting all who wanted to come with him. No one did. Kenny was last seen November 10th, 2014. He has not been seen since. His phone was found in the Sheep Mountains on a rock near a mine shaft. The shaft was searched, but no Kenny. Was he murdered because he stumbled upon some secret government project? Or did Kenny commit suicide? Or was he just a high-risk hiker that ran out of luck? A few days after Kenny disappeared, his girlfriend posted a note on YouTube in the comments section, in which she states she reported him missing and he's not been found. She finished by encouraging all hikers to take GPS with them. She went on to tell people later that though Kenny seemed in good spirits and upbeat, that he suffered from depression and he refused medication. Now, an interesting side note about Kenny is that his father committed suicide when he was 20 years old. He said if he ever decided to do that, no one would ever find his body.